Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Art Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So today, what are we looking at? Why are you looking at this channel content stream within YouTube Studio? Because there have been certain voices. It's almost like the movie Candyman. Say Candyman 3 times and they'll appear. But I'll say it. It's new TSR. It's Dungeon Hobby Shop. It's all the same. I don't know. I would suspect it's Justin. It could be Michael. At this point, I don't know. So like, oh, you're watching your own videos and nobody's watching your stuff and yada 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 yada. Nobody likes what you put up. All right, so I've never been a fan of YouTube hiding the dislike numbers. I think it's bullshit. I really, and I do. Because you should know what gets people angry. I mean, let's be honest. The like button is easy, but most people, if they like something, it's like, oh, that's great, that's fine, and they just fucking move on. It's when you don't like something that you dislike it. You're more likely to send an angry letter to a business because you had bad service or email, than if you have good service, right? You don't reinforce good service. You reinforce the bad service. Like, oh well, your waiter was a dumb fuck, and they fucked up my order, and they did this, 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 and that, and they were rude, and they were dismissive, and then you feel better for it, right? And so that's almost like the dislike button, even though now the dislike button isn't public. So I figured I'd make it public. I think it's important that we know. So the Zach Smith uh, video from yesterday, 32 likes, 3 dislikes. Now, here's the thing with my TSR, new TSR, TSR3 stuff. It's almost always guaranteed to have 1 or 2 dislikes. It's just par for the course. So, the Tim Cask being threatened by Lanasa, 38-1. Darlene being threatened with Justin's little video, 38-2. Now that, sorry, 35-2. Now that's interesting because I had some vocal comments that, oh my God, Tenkar, oh, why couldn't you just play that video in full and then comment on it? And the reason is quite simply, for me to do so would not be transformative. What does that come down to? It would mean that I would basically be committing a copyright violation. And I have learned over the years, whether it's on a blog or whether it's on YouTube or even on the podcast side, how to play the game by the rules as they are written. I don't write the rules. The rules are already set up. So for it to be transformative, you must interject. And to interject, I got to pause because it's only a minute-long video. I can't talk over it. And that's what I did. So, and even with that, again, there was a couple of comments on that. 35-2. What about Darlene's actual the power to say no? 48-3. You're looking at the ratios. So it's 94.1% like ratio. First fantasy campaign, 24-2. The clueless media was saying, "Oh my God, the original publishers of D&D." No, they're not doing anything. It's on the original publishers of D&D. 35-2, because again, it's a TSR post. 21-2 when it came to the post about the con. Oh my, this one. When I was talking about how to be more D&D, that self-help book, 20 and 1 down. Now, I will say, and I got to give the TSR crew some credit. They do make an effort to go through and downvote everything as best they can with at least one downvote. But there's only a few core members there, so there's only so much they can do. You can't really rely on these guys to do a full out, like, media splurge. They're not. They are. They 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 are legion. They are a handful. But I had to explain to my wife, because it would go to the live streams. Like, she's like, well, how can we do a live stream, and how come there's a downvote in the live stream that you did with your wife? Come on. I had Justin trolling a Gamer's Health episode I put up on Christmas Day with my niece. This is what they do. I don't take it personal. I take it as a badge of honor. If I wasn't getting downvotes, it would mean I'm doing something wrong. I'm not pissing off the powers that be. But I do find it interesting. So, uh, Dungeons, Dragons, and Discourse from this past week, 16 and no downvotes. So they're slipping. 14 and 2 for Talking Crit. The prior Talking Crit, 17 and 0. So now there was one, though, that got ratioed, I guess. And that was when we had Courtney on Dungeons and Dragons and Discourse. And we had 17 up and 8 down. And Courtney can certainly be a little polarizing. But that's the point of good talk, right? If it doesn't make you think, then what's the point? But in any case, these numbers, I feel, should be public. If somebody wants me to put together a spreadsheet, I might need help on that shit, but I'll be happy to do so, because this stuff is public knowledge. Now, I wish that other channels would do this. I'd love the Dungeon Hobby Shop channel to give us their ratio, their number of.
Good luck with that one.
Oh, their number of thumbs up and thumbs down for their "We're Begging for Money" video, or their "Darlene, we'd really hope not to get you involved in our legal action if we can help it" video. I'd love to see the ratio for that stuff. I don't expect it to be forthcoming at any point, but I just find it interesting. Maybe you'll find it interesting. I'd love to see the ratio on the Evil DM's TSR coverage. Which, by the way, I don't think he's done a TSR video in over a month, which I find kind of surprising, as they've certainly been trying to share stuff. Now, tomorrow night, there'll be a live stream with Bed Mike and myself. We'll have some TSR news. We might even have some Star Frontier news. Oh, exciting stuff. Stuff that you just can't make up. Or you can if you are TSR. But far be it from me to say, folks. Far be it from me. I got to earn my dislikes, all right? I got to throw them out there. At least if I say something negative about TSR, they can go, oh, Tenkar was being a penis whacker. I got to dislike it. He's a pud whacker. But, you know, you got to give Justin an honest chance, right? Because he has. Well, all right. I know the word honest and Lanasa kind of is like a juxtaposition. It's kind of like, but isn't like a double negative? You can't have honesty and Lanasa in the same sentence, and that might be true. I don't know. I'm only a source of entertainment here on the YouTubes. I don't know. It would just be my opinion. I personally think that they don't fit in the same sentence, but maybe Justin thinks they do. I could be wrong. That's got to be worth at least another dislike. Come on, we got to get at least two on this one, right? Or as the British say, 2 fingers up, right? Folks, on that note, hey, I tested myself for COVID tonight. Guess what? I am anti-COVID. I'm no longer positive for COVID.
There's a test for anti-COVID.
I'm anti-COVID. I'm anti-COVID. God damn it! No, I am no longer positive COVID. Isn't there some negative COVID? Whatever.
You're COVID negative.
I'm COVID negative. I am not COVID positive. I'm still sleeping like a fuck though. Holy shit. So, listen, I'm not telling you what to do. As I said before, I happen to be vaxxed and boosted, and you can see all the good that did me.
And it probably did us a lot of good.
It
It
might-
us up out of the hospital.
I'm not saying it
We'll
didn't.
take that.
I'm just saying.
Mad at the vaccine.
I'm just saying it didn't put up that wall that they were promising. All right.
But that hasn't been promised in a while.
Well, no, it's been. If you look at MSNBC, Rach, they've been promising that back in December, I think.
I
don't.
don't.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not saying get vaxxed. I'm not saying don't get vaxxed. I'm not saying wear a mask. I'm not saying don't wear a mask. What I am saying is see a medical professional that knows your comorbidities, know your medical history. Listen to, consider the advice of a medical professional that knows your risk factors and take that into account. All right? Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice. And, God willing, I'll be back again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. What is that, 5 p.m. Pacific time, I guess? Oh, God only knows. Don't ask me what time that is on the other side of the pond. That's like a 5-hour switch, and my brain can't comprehend that. But, on that note, thank you. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Later, folks.